Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. So, give a controversial take here. I'd rather see Matt Hamill fight Jon Jones than Stipe Miocic fight Jon Jones, and I will tell you why. So with the reversal of the 12-6 elbow rule, Jon Jones recently posted on Twitter, "Undefeated then, undefeated now. Dana White, we got to get that loss out of the history book." Matt Hamill responded, "Let's cut this chase. Dana White, I know you're desperate to get Johnny Bones an undefeated record. I see how you want to profit from that. It's also why you bail him out of all the other things. How about a rematch? I'll be happy to fight him for a heavyweight title. If I beat him, I want a UFC belt. Let me know if Stipe Miocic backs out." Now, of course, Jon Jones's take I think is ridiculous because the reality is rules in sport change all the time. You can't retroactively change the outcome of history based on rules that didn't exist at the time. It was a foul when it happened, and although Jones wasn't beaten that night, he still lost because he broke the rules. End of story. If they all of a sudden change knees to downed opponents or kicks to downed opponents being illegal, we don't all of a sudden give Peter Yan the belt. We don't all of a sudden reverse all those disqualifications that we had in the past. If eye pokes all of a sudden become legal, we don't change all those wins. It just is what it is, unfortunately, at that time. And people still view Jon Jones as the GOAT. But the reason why I want to see this is because I don't care about Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic. That fight is not truly for the heavyweight title. It's been delayed too long. Everyone knows the winner of the fights this weekend is going to be, like, in my opinion, the true heavyweight unless Jon Jones fights them. But if Jon Jones isn't willing to fight Curtis Blaydes or Tom Aspinall, then I don't give a shit. So I'd rather at least see Matt Hamill get his chance for revenge and get a title shot out of nowhere against Jon Jones. I think that would be an awesome kind of story, come around story. And, you know, although it is highly, highly improbable that Matt Hamill would win or have any chance of winning, I'd still rather want to see that than see him fight an aging Stipe Miocic, especially with all of Jon Jones' injuries right now. It doesn't really mean anything if Jon Jones wins at all. And if Stipe wins, it'll mean a little bit more than if Jon wins, but still they're aging and they're injured and they've been out for so long that people don't really care, and they're holding up the heavyweight division. So if you're going to make a freak fight, make that freak fight Matt Hamill versus Jon Jones. Let's see the rematch, 15 years in the making. We've all absolutely been waiting for this, and we want to see it over Stipe Miocic. Now, I'd rather see Jon Jones fight the winner of Aspinall Blaydes, provided he's back in a reasonable time. But if I got to go with a freak fight between Miocic and Jon Jones, I would rather see Matt Hamill. And I might be in the minority here. You know, I've always liked Matt Hamill. I loved his story on his upbringing to where he got into wrestling and into MMA. And I think it would be a really cool story to see him get this opportunity out of thin air. Again, not that he would deserve it necessarily, but I think it would be cool to see, as opposed to seeing a aging freak fight with Stipe that does nothing for any of their legacies given where they are currently in their career. Anyways, that's all I have to say about that. If you disagree with me or you have another opinion on what you would like to see, now again, obviously I'd much prefer to see Jones versus the winner of Aspinall Blaydes, but you know, depending how long that's going to be, who knows. If he's insistent on doing this fight with Stipe, I'd rather see it with Matt Hamill, to be honest. So let me know if you disagree. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you again in the next video. Thanks, guys.